Welcome to the eDge Trunk Stability Circuit. Typically, when we think about our core, we only think about the abdominals, when in reality, our core is the whole trunk, consisting of the hips, the shoulders, and the entire torso in between. Functional synergy between the various joints and muscles of the core is very important to provide complete dynamic stability through functional movement. An imbalance in one area can cause problems in another. For instance, a weak outer hip muscle can result in too much stress and overuse of the front hip flexor muscles. The trunk is a complex design of many moving parts. This routine is designed to develop the mobility and strength needed for optimal function of the core while dancing. Keeping your feet hip-width apart, step your right foot 3 to 4 feet forward. Keep both feet planted and your core engaged, and keep the left knee straight and back. Have your back foot slightly turned in so you are on the ball of your foot in the back. Lunge forward into your right knee, leading with the belly button, and drive your arms up overhead as you bend the knee. Repeat 5 times. Next, arc the arms up and over to the right as you lunge forward. Keep the action in the legs exactly the same. After 5 repetitions, arc the arms up and over to the left and repeat 5 times. It is critical to keep the back toes turned in because if they turn out even slightly, you are no longer stretching the front hip flexor. Lastly, extend your arms at chest height and twist to the right from the waist up as you lunge forward. Here, it is especially critical to maintain tri-joint alignment, meaning hip, knee, and ankle joint all tracking in the same vertical alignment. Allow your focus to follow the twist to help maintain your balance. After 5 repetitions, take the same twisting action to the left. Now you will repeat the exercises on the other side with the left leg forward. Remember to maintain tri-joint alignment as you drive the arms through these 5 different motions. Now we'll do the 3-way lunge progression with 3 different arm drives. In order to continue stretching the front hip muscles, you will keep your trailing leg as straight as possible the whole time. Start standing tall with feet hip-width apart and parallel. First, lunge forward onto your right foot. You will repeat this 5 times, driving the arms straight up overhead with each lunge, reaching as high as you can towards the ceiling. Think about extending through the front of the left hip. Then, repeat on the left side. Keep both feet parallel and reach up through your torso with every lunge. Next, step your right foot straight out to the right. Upon landing, you want to keep your hip, knee, and ankle joint all lined up on the right side. Stick your butt back behind your heel to really activate your glutes and be sure to keep your toes straight forward. Your arms should arc up and over towards your trailing foot. Do 5 reps on the right leg and then 5 reps on the left leg. Now, lunge back to the right diagonal with your right toes pointing towards 4:30 on the clock. As you lunge, stick your butt back behind your right heel and keep your left foot planted in its parallel starting position. The arms should twist towards the stepping foot. Repeat 5 times on each leg. Stand 1 leg's distance away from the bar. Rest your right ankle on the bar directly in front of your right hip. Both legs should be parallel and your left heel should be directly beneath your left hip. Keeping a flat back, grab the bar with your left hand on the outside of your right ankle and stretch your right arm straight back. Then, grab the bar with your right hand on the inside of your right ankle and reach your left arm back. Repeat this rotation 5 to 10 times. Then do the same amount of repetitions on the other side with the left ankle on the bar. You want to make sure you're turning your pelvis into the stretch and not simply twisting from the waist. Rotating from the pelvis ensures a thorough 3D stretch of your hamstrings. Start by facing the bar, standing in a small parallel position. Loop a non-elastic strap around the bar and hold it in your right hand. Step back onto your right foot and twist your left arm underneath your right arm. Then return to your starting position. Repeat this movement a total of 10 times. You should feel a deep stretch through the entire side of your torso, from your hip all the way through your shoulder. Now, switch sides. Stepping back on your left foot, twisting your right hand underneath your left arm, and do 10 repetitions on this side. It's important to shift your weight back into each step to get a deeper, more dynamic stretch. Again, repeating this movement a total of 10 times. For this exercise, you will need 2 elastic TheraBands. You will loop the first one around the bar, and the second one you will tie securely above your knees. Standing with the feet shoulder width and parallel, and your back to the bar, stretch the band straight up overhead. Take a squat position with your butt back and your weight in your heels. Now slowly move your knees in past your big toes and then press them back out. Use your glutes to resist the pull of the band as you move your knees both inward and outward, and make sure you keep your big toes pressing into the floor. Keep your rib cage closed and your abdominals engaged, making sure to not arch in your lower back. We'll do 10 repetitions in this first position. Now, repeat the exercise with the left side of your body towards the bar. Again, you will stretch the band straight up overhead as you take your squat position. You will feel the band try and pull you to the left. Use your abdominals to resist this pull from the band and maintain your upright alignment in the upper body. Do 10 reps here. Then, turn around and repeat with right side of your body towards the bar. Lastly, you will repeat this exercise with the left side of your body towards the bar. This time, stretch the band straight forward at chest height with your arms fully extended. You will feel the band trying to rotate you to the left. Use your abdominals to resist this rotational pull of the band and maintain your upright alignment in the upper body. With this variation, make sure you keep your chest up. Remember that all depth in your squat should come from the deep bend in your knees and hips, not by bending forward at your lower back. Turn around and repeat this variation with your right side facing the bar. With every variation, stand far enough from the bar so that you can fully extend your arms and feel the resistance from the band. Just make sure that you don't stand so far from the bar that you're unable to control the pull of the band. This exercise, you should use a light dumbbell. I suggest 5 to 10 pounds. But always start on the lighter side and add more weight once you have mastered the form of the exercise. Stand with your right toes pointing straight ahead and your left toes turned out to stage left. Stretch your right arm up overhead, keeping the weight stacked directly over your right shoulder. Your hips and shoulders should stay square to the front. Keeping both legs straight, reach your left hand down towards the left foot and slowly come back up. Notice how the weight should always stay stacked directly over your right shoulder. It is best to do this exercise facing a mirror so you can constantly check for this alignment. Do 10 reps on the right side. You must keep your abdominals pulled in the whole time. You will feel your obliques really engaging to control your torso both eccentrically on the way down and concentrically on the way up. You should also remain consciously aware of your glutes engaging on both sides. Repeat on the other side. Again, do 10 repetitions. Loop your elastic TheraBand around the bar and stand in parallel with your back to the bar. Hold the ends of your band in your right hand with your right arm fully extended forward and up. Lunge forward onto your right foot and twist your upper body to the right, reaching your left arm across the front of your chest. Allow your right arm to open back as you turn your chest to the right, but always make sure you keep your right arm straight and your right shoulder blade pulling down and backwards as you rotate. You will repeat this a total of 10 times. Now, repeat on the other arm, but continue lunging forward on your right leg. So you will hold the band with your left arm and twist to the left as you lunge forward onto your right leg. Do 10 repetitions here. Now, keep the band in your left hand and continue twisting to the left, but lunge forward onto the left foot. As before, make sure you keep your left shoulder blade pulling down and backwards as you rotate. To finish, hold the band in your right hand. You will twist to the right as you lunge forward onto your left leg. Complete 10 repetitions. For this exercise, you will need 1 or 2 light dumbbells. I recommend using anywhere between a total of 5 to 12 pounds. Always start with lighter weight and add resistance as you become stronger and more familiar with the exercise. Standing with feet shoulder width apart and parallel, hold your dumbbell over your right shoulder and shift your body weight onto your right foot. Squat down and shift your body weight onto your left foot. At the same time, chop your dumbbell down towards the outside of your left hip. Repeat this cross-lateral action a total of 10 times. Try to add speed with each repetition to make the exercise more dynamic. You should feel your glutes absorb the weight of the dumbbell as you chop down, and then feel your abdominals slow the motion down as you load back up to put the weight over your shoulder. Keeping your spine long and back flat, lengthen from your tail all the way to the crown of your head. Now repeat on the other side. Start with the dumbbell over your left shoulder, then chop down and across towards your right hip, loading the weight into your right leg as you chop downwards. The key to this exercise is using the glutes to slow the downward chop into the leg and then using the abdominals to slow the upward rotation back up over the shoulder. For this next exercise, you will move your arms in all 3 planes of motion while utilizing your core muscles in a plank. There are 3 different movements. You will repeat each movement 5 to 10 times. First, take a plank position with feet shoulder width apart. Engage your core, drawing your navel to your spine, and press the floor away so that the shoulder girdle is engaged. Do not allow yourself to sit into your shoulder blade. Shift your weight into your left palm. Now drive your hips forward and shift your right arm straight forward. Then drive your hips back and sweep your right arm backwards. It is important to keep your hips and shoulders square and the abdominals engaged the entire time. Notice that the leg stays straight the entire time as well, and the feet stay planted. Do 5 reps and then repeat on the other side, reaching the left arm forward and back. Feel free to take short rests in between variations if needed, but still push yourself so that you can become stronger. Next is the overhead pull. Reach your right arm straight ahead and then pull your right elbow open to the right and into your waist. Allow your hips to shift slightly to the left as you pull your right arm down to the side. Do 5 repetitions and then repeat on the other side, pulling your left elbow out and down into your waist as your hips shift to the right. For the last set, twist your right hand underneath your left arm, and then open your chest and reach your right arm up to the ceiling, stacking your shoulders on top of each other. Do 5 reps and then repeat on the other arm. Be sure to follow your hand with your eyes to ensure a full rotation of the trunk.